Hey guys, this is Andrew with rockclass101.com. Today we're going to be learning 3 classic rock riffs on the ukulele. The first one we're going to be learning is by Eric Clapton when he was playing with Cream, and it's called Sunshine of Your Love. And this one is going to be single note picking. We're going to have a couple slides and a couple accented notes that we're going to talk about. You know, ways to hit the note or attack the note to make it sound a little bit more like dynamic, you know? So let's go ahead and get started with the first part. So what I'm first going to do is I'm going to slide in 3 to 5 on string 1, and then I'm going to pick that note twice. And then go back to 3, and then back to 5. Okay? After that, I can slide in on string 2, and I'm going to go 5, 4, 3. So it just walks chromatically down a half step. So together I've got this, guys. Okay? Now we're going to go to string 3. We're going to play 2, 5. But when I play this 5th fret, I can kind of pull down a little bit just to give it a little bit of an accent. Finally, my last note will be that 2nd fret. So altogether I have okay. That's going to repeat again. And the second time, you see, I'm just going to pull a little bit down on 5 and mute it. So there's the first 2 times around. The third one will be the same as the first time. And the fourth one, which is the final one, will have a variation. So we're going to slide up 5 to 8 on string 1 and end on 5 twice. And that's it. So guys, that's the first classic rock riff. The next one we're going to be looking at is Smoke on the Water. And this is probably one of the first ones everybody begins when they start out on an instrument like guitar or even the uke, you know? So let's look at how this riff goes. I threw in one variation. We'll talk about that in just a second. But it's going to be played on strings 1 and 2. So it's going to be string 1 and 2 open. And then we're going to put our first finger flat on the 3rd fret. And then the 3rd finger flat on the 5th fret. So if I put that together, guys, I have 0, 3, 5. One more time. Okay. The second pattern will be 0, 3, 6, 5. Okay, so let's put 1 and 2 together. We have, okay, if I call it out, we have 0, 3, 5, 0, 3, 6, 5. Okay, so the third part will be 0, 3, 5, and the fourth part will be 3, 0. Alright, so we broke it into 4 sections. Let's do 3 and 4. 0, 3, 5, 3, 0. So if I put 1 through 4 together, guys, I have this. 0, 3, 5, 0, 3, 6, 5, 0, 3, 5, 3, 0. And that's basically like what the riff is, note for note, like you hear on the record. One thing that I added was a little bass run, which is at the end of the first time. So you could think of it like this. And then it just starts again, right? So the second time around, I put a little variation in the second part of it. So it would sound like this. I'll play from the first. 0, 3, 5, 0, 3. So you can see I've got 6, 5, 6, 5, and then finishes up 0, 3, 5, 3, 0. Alright, so one more time. Cool. And that's basically it, guys. So the last one we're going to look at is Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses. This one is probably the most difficult out of the 3 riffs. And the rhythm's pretty straightforward. It's all eighth notes. We're just going to be adding 3 chords as well instead of just playing single notes. So let's look at those 3 chords we've got. The first one is a C sus4. So think of that basic G chord that you've got. You can make that G, move it up to the 7th fret. So I have 7, 8, 7. And for the first string, I'll put my pinky on the 8th fret of string 1. Okay? That's it. There's our C sus4. The second chord that's going to be in this is going to be a B flat, and it's got an extra color note in it. So you'll see it labeled as a B flat add 6 on the tab. And this note right here, or this chord right here, is going to be first finger on 5th fret of string 3, middle finger on 6th fret of string 2, pinky on the 8th fret of string 1. And it's okay if I hit the 4th string open. The final chord is an F. We're going to be doing our index finger flat on the 5th fret, strings 1, 2, and 3. Put your pinky on 8 on string 1. And I can play the bottom 3 strings, so strings 3, 2, and 1. So again, we have C sus4 to the B flat to the F. Okay, so we're going to bounce between those 3 chords. So the first part of the riff will be some finger picking, right? So I'm going to take my index finger, put it on the 1st fret of string 2, and my pinky on the 3rd fret of string 1. And what I'm going to pick is 3, 1, 4, 2. Okay? As far as your right hand's concerned, you can use your thumb for strings 3 and 4, your index for string 2, and your middle finger for string 1. So that's what we get. Okay? We're going to move up to that C sus4, and I can just strum it, hit string 4, string 1, but you see what happened is that I went to that regular G chord shape, right? It's really a C chord. So my pinky lifts up and my middle finger goes down to make that basic shape. So I strum string 4, lift up pinky, put middle down, string 1, string 4. If I put it together, I have this, guys. Okay, one more time. Alright, and it's just steady eighth notes, right? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay? That goes twice, so that's for the C chord. The next one will be just one little variation. We'll make that same shape, first finger and pinky down. Now you're going to add your middle finger to the 2nd fret of string 3. Alright, so the same picking pattern. We're going to go 3, 1, 4, 2. And then we're going to go up to that B flat chord. And we'll do the same kind of thing that we did before. So we strum that chord from 4 down, open 4th string, then take your ring finger, put it on the 7th fret of string 1, and then open 4. So again, this gets replaced, right? So if I put it together, I have. Okay, one more time. Now the last one is going to be a little bit different. We're going to make that same shape that we've done for the first one, but this time around our pattern is going to be different. We're going to go string 2 to string 1 to string 4 back to 2. So it goes 2, 1, 4, 2. Okay, one more time. It's 2, 1, 4, 2. Then we go up for that F, strum 3 down, open 4, and then again your middle finger, your ring finger will go on 7 on string 1, and then open 4. So you see this pattern where it's basically like 8, open 4, 7, open 4. That happens for all of them. So again, the last one we have. Okay? Now guys, all of these go twice, so you're just going to repeat each one twice, and after the F you go back to the C. You play it once and then end on just a basic C chord. So I'll play it all together slowly so you can hear it put together. Alright guys, so that's basically it. Now you know 3 classic rock riffs on the ukulele. If you want to learn more, we've got an entire section of complete tunes that you can learn at rockclass101.com with tabs and step-by-step video lessons, kind of like this, but you're going to learn the entire song. So check that out. Go to rockclass101.com and click ukulele songs, and you can see the entire list of tunes we've got. We've got classic tunes like this. We've also got modern tunes from artists like Taylor Swift or Ed Sheeran. So check that out, and I hope to see you in class. Thanks.